All right, welcome back, chat. It's good to see you guys. I apologize for a little bit of a hiatus. We have been testing in the background, in secret, the standard format, which were the spoilers that we know about and some of the cards that we expect to be entered into it. With that being said, it's good to be back. I know it's Set Champs season, so we're back to playing some red-blue items before we get ready for our next Set Champs coming in. I think we have 2 left this month, or this block or set or whatever you call it. So we're going to get in there. We're going to play red-blue items. I still think it's the best deck. We've had some ups and downs when it comes to streaming it, but I've enjoyed it. I think it's good. We actually ended up cutting Bells entirely. We realized Bell is not that great. We would rather have a deck that kind of leans more heavy into its Shisu's, Brawls, and B-Preps than we would a deck that ends up relying more heavily on Bell on turn 1. Also, Bell on turn 1 often costs you 3 cards out of your hand. The ink return, the item, if it's not a possible, that doesn't replace itself. And then Bell itself. And Bell itself doesn't kill a lot. So developing it doesn't matter much. Whereas having that card slot to be maybe Ramp or a Tala that replaces itself or anything adjacent, we found to be more relevant than just keeping the, the Bell. I'm not surprised there aren't many people on Pickhorn Sunday night, 8 o'clock. We are only going to play probably 1 to 2 matches. My wife went out and is getting us some ice cream. So once she comes back, we'll probably wrap it up and go hang out with her. But I wanted to show face, say I miss you guys. I appreciate you guys watching these videos and tuning in and being a part of this community. That being said, oh wait, I was playing ranked earlier. I don't mean to play, not ranked, hardcore ranked. No desire to play hardcore ranked. In person, sure, of course I played best of 3. In the online format, I played best of 1. Twitch, my people say you're doing it wrong, but it's okay. It is okay. Alright, we'll goldfish a little bit here. This hand is actively quite bad. I think you could keep Tala, keep Sail, and keep Shisu just in case. I don't want to. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we shuffle. Because that hand is bad. Very bad. Very bad indeed. I'm curious, chat, what are you guys most excited to see here in the upcoming standard format? What do you want to play against? Or what do you want to improve? I know we don't have any spoilers. Well, we have a couple of unofficial spoilers, but that being said, I'm curious. Man, nobody's online right now. Let's check out Discord. Yeah, Discord. Looks like the answer to that question would be no. Indeed. How are your set champs going? Get us Jafar? And if so, what did you play? I think you always keep Shisu here. I don't think you keep anything else. I think you mulligan the rest of this hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hand is pretty bad. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 inkables, 3 inkables. We say we're on the play. Ink here, pass, draw. Honestly, probably ink this here and play this Sapphire Coil, so the next turn we can ink guaranteed and be able to blow up something with the Shisu. It's not a great hand, but it's a hand of Lord Con cards. Chad, I tell you what, if my wife ends up back here with Dairy Queen before we can find a game, it might be GG's. It might be lights out for us over here. Oh no, Maui. You let me shuffle my deck upside down, Chad. The dishonor, the shame. And by deck, I mean solely exactly Maui here at all. The one copy. Alright, we're on a 15-minute time clock before my wife gets back. The team is testing standard at the moment, so I'm curious how they're doing. Let's try one more time to disconnect and reconnect, and we'll see if we get anybody. Well, I'm sorry we can't seem to find a game tonight. I wish we could stream the Nito, and we'd be able to easily find a game that way. Sadly, we don't want to get the Nito banned or attacked by Ravensburger or Disney, because we know that they would do those things. So, here we are. Six and 7. Definitely mulliganing. Wow, what a weird, bad hand. I think we mulligan 6 here. In the blind. I think we always mulligan 6. 2, 4. That hand is awful. Ink, draw. Oh my goodness, it doesn't get any better, does it? Ink, play, draw. Ink, play, activate. Toss, tinkle. Man, that hand is awful. Well, I'm glad we didn't draw that, chat. Makes me want to pile shuffle. That's what I want to do. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good, good, good. Give me a second. My hands were awful, and so we're doing a little pile. Pile mulligan. Pile shuffle here. How are your set champs?
I haven't played it in
played any. Just none close, or just chose not to?
I've just been busy with a lot of things. No, I live in Florida. Our Florida kind of scene is pretty competitive, but it's summer, there's a lot of stuff going on. But that's usually the case. So I only get to play in like one or two.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How would you like me to cut?
Oh damn! I didn't even cut.
It's okay. You keep. I decline a cut.
Half cut's fine. Do you want me to cut?
No, I decline the cut.
Okay.
3.
Sorry.
I mean, are you intending to cheat?
No.
Okay, then I decline the cut.
No, I don't want to. Here to test. Actually, 4 set champs this weekend.
There you go. I'm looking 5, 3, and 5. Of course, we wanted to keep the Shisu. We want to keep Tala because Tala cannot replace itself on its own curve if we go Shisu. That mulligan feels very heavy and will still discard. Mulliganing 6 randomly. That's my guess. If I had to guess what he's playing off of the mulligan, that's what it would be. Not that we could really do anything about it at this point, but here we are. Alright, half again, or is something different?
Half cut's fine, yeah.
Alright.
Do you want half cut for me too?
That's fine. That will do. Alright. I will start with inking of visions and passing. Sven, Cindy Diggy. Okay. I'll draw. I'll ink another visions and I'll play a coil and I'll pass. Probably lead. Well, I don't know. If he goes. Okay, I'll take a draw. I know we ink the Tipo here. Which ones do I brawl? Or do I Shisu? Shisu makes this thing live. Okay. I will ink a Tipo. I'll target Smee. I'll play Brawl, hit Smee, and pass.
Nice. Pass. Okay. Draw.
At least keeps some awesome tempo there. If he develops Aerial, we might be pressed into the Shisu. Rough. Okay. Sure. I like a small child. I'll target Lawrence. It doesn't really matter. I'm not doing anything. I'll play here. Top 4 or top 2. It's 2 cards. This is my hand. Hand bottom pass. We kept the shift Shisu here because next time we get to play the small Shisu. If he doesn't answer, we get to shift and blow up the board. Which would be nice. And we can go next turn ink with the How Far I'll Go and Maui. If he plays another character, of course, we're a little stuck, but that's if he has strength. This is wrong, by the way. I think after looking at this hand, this is the wrong card to take. Because we know Maui's good. We don't expect Tala to survive. However, okay. I'll draw. Sing How Far I'll Go. Ink hand, ink trigger target the Lawrence, I guess. Cards in? Did you activate Doc's effect or did you decline?
No, I skipped. I skipped it. I got past. I passed.
You're good. I'm just making sure my brain is
Wanna
working.
put dudes on the board.
Dudes on board, huh?
Yeah.
I'll link Tam Tam, target Lawrence. I'll play a small Shisu, kill Lawrence, and pass. The hope is that he just doesn't banish it, which I think is a foolish hope, but here we are. Foolish hope, chat. Foolish hope. Hey, baby. Thank you. We have. Oh, can you take this downstairs and throw this away? This lid. I appreciate it. Thank you. Dairy Queen. What are you doing?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat mine and watch Game of Thrones.
How many?
3. Never enough. Never enough.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wonder how
eat,
telegraphed
right now.
that GC was.
And we're gonna Pete and Doc.
You only have 2 more docks. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead. Yeah, I know. They come in pairs always.
I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think our best bet is to play Ink, do the thing. I'll play here. I'll link Maui. Pay 3. Play here. Pay 1. Draw a card. Why not? Yeah. Challenge your 2/2. Or sorry, I'll target it here so it takes no damage on the pass.
Yeah, I got you. You didn't hand out 3?
Only 2.
2? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I played, but I drew only 1 card.
I
'cause
drew
it's-
1, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, it doesn't see itself.
Yeah.
And you have 2? 3?
I have 3.
Mm-hmm. You're good. You're good. Honestly, I think you can just pass here and be fine. Well, maybe not. Scrooge. Scrooge should find Vitalosphere. That'd be ideal. He's really having a...
Kind of got a little too hasty on questing. Would you mind if I took back
You're fine.
1?
You can take back one.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be bad for me.
If you swing strength, I'll decline to take...
No. I'm just gonna penny here, and I'm
Sure.
gonna trade the top.
Okay.
And we'll go to here. And then I'll pass.
Ink, target Pete, Shisu. Pass. Dime is literally the worst possible card we could have drawn, and we drew it. That's fun. We love that for us, chat. Love that for us.
Let's do Pete Piglet. I don't know.
You said Pete Piglet?
Pete Piglet.
Okay. 2, or I'll draw 1 first. Draw 1 for the second one. Quest 3, go to 13, or sorry, go to 3 and pass.
Whoa, I was gonna say.
13!
You jumped up quite a bit there.
Oh yeah, it's my secret strategy. I say 3 and then it's 13. 3, 6, 7, 8.
You 4 for run. Or plus 4.
And then draw. I will pay 1 for Popsicle. Draw, put the 2 triggers in the bag. Draw 1 for this workshop. Draw 1 for that workshop. How many cards do you have in your hand?
Uno.
Uno mas, huh? Uno mas. I'll dime for 3. We'll sing prep. I'll link a sad child. 9. I'll play here 2 triggers. I'll draw 1. I'll draw 1. I'll activate ink and pass. Whoa, hey. You just played Rhino?
Yep, that's the room. I love the top.
I should do this differently. I should do it like this so I don't lose my triggers. Ink here, target the Rhino. Play Brawl. Target Rhino, yeah. Pay 1 Popsicle, draw the trigger, these triggers. I'll draw 1 off the Popsicle. Pay 1 to draw off the workshop. Pay 1 to draw off the workshop. Activate here, toss this Thinkwell. 3, play here, triggers, draw 1 off workshop. Draw 1 off the workshop. Pay 2, play Visions. Visions I'll play top 5. 4 and 5. I'll take this card and pass to you.
Draw.
Good. These cards in my hand. These cards. What's in my hand? Draw for turn. 4. Pay 2. Play here. Triggers 3 workshops. Draw 1 off 1 workshop. Draw 1 off the other workshop. Draw 1 off the other workshop. Ink here. Target the thing. Play the Shisum. Blow up the thing. I'm sorry. This is the monotonous, not fun part of this deck.
I know. I used to play red blue, but I don't anymore because I don't think it's very good right now in the meta.
And yeah, I got 3 top 4s in the last however long with it. Not saying you're wrong.
Yeah, I do still play red blue, but I play a red blue kind of mix list that has Tamatoas in it, but it's got like Kitas and stuff. It does very well. But if this deck has a, like, even on the draw, if it has a really good opener, there isn't anything that my deck can do about it. My red blue, and then not only that, but the red blue that you're playing is even slower, so sometimes it can be very challenging.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good to go?
Yeah. I'll count my ink up for you, but I'm pretty sure it's like 15 at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if you have found Tamatoa, it's game.
3, 6. I don't have Tamatoa 8 in my hand. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. I have Tamatoa 6 in my hand, but I don't have Tamatoa 8 in my hand. But I have enough removal that I'm not sure you'll ever get to resolve a character that gets a quest.
Yeah, I know.
I don't say that egotistically. I just say that like as a kind of a matter of
No,
fact.
I know. I played red blue is probably my most played deck. I did very well in Seattle with it.
Typically, it's actually very favored for you, but I just had a really good hand, and you seemed to brick a little bit. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
I had a my opener was not what I wanted either. I put 5 back. I kept to Doc and I didn't have any 1-drops.
I'll kill Sven with the Shisu Shift line and the Ink of the Maui. I will quest 3. Dime 2. Where'd my dime go? Game 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 6. I'll crack Possicle. 3, 6. Tam, bring up Possicle. Activate the Fishbone Quill. Come here. What's this card? I think. Well, I'll pay 1 for the Possible. Draw the card. 3 triggers in the stack. Draw 1. Draw 1. Draw 1. And I do have Tamatoa 8 in my hand now.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry. Again, I know it's not fun to play against once it establishes board dominance, but
No, it's fine. I need to see, like, I need to have Daisy on turn 1, and then I need to have Lady on turn 3. If I don't, then I can't quest for it. Look at that, they're all together. Nice.
you did have Lady on turn 3. You just played Doc instead of Piglet or something, which hurt.
No, I played Lawrence on turn 3.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's very bad. Very bad, especially against like foil, because you can just ink a card and brawl it, or you can ink and sing how far I'll go, and then small Sisu, which you did not that turn, but you did it a turn later.
I also went first that game, so like the cards were stacked in my favor this one.
Yeah, so like with red blue items, I was testing it, and you know who John Williams is?
Not a clue.
No, he plays a lot of red blue items. Him and I have worked on red blue items a lot. He's another Florida player. We both play red blue a lot. We consolidate like lists and stuff, but we're both kind of at the same point where like competitively red blue is kind of, it's very hard to win on the draw, and some matchups are hard to win even on the flip. So we're both kind of on. He's still on items, but he's like kind of taking a break from Lorcana because he's not doing as well. The last time we went to SSG, like he didn't even top. So
Yeah.
he was kind of, and I was playing local too, and I didn't top either because this deck is ridiculous. Because that was the opening format for set 8, and I played against this 3 times, and I was playing Blurple, and I didn't have Bell. The moment I didn't have Bell on turn 1, I just lost. Because they went Daisy into Smee, and then Lady Prince, or like Lady Piglet, or something, and then they won by like turn 4.
So you don't have to take my word for it. I don't blame you if you don't. So I'm one of the members of Atlas, which is over here in Georgia, and I played a couple of games against Zan, Kendall, Jeremy, some of the world-class cards players here in Georgia, and we beat them with items in this version, and we're not playing Bell. We found that Bell doesn't do anything in the aggro match. It's just not that good.
Yeah, you have to win the die roll. You have to just win the die
No.
roll, because when you play...
That's what I'm saying.
When you play Bell...
I
when you
didn't-
play Bell... Huh?
I didn't win the die roll. Most of those games in the set champs, 6-round set champs, when we made it to top 4, ended up losing just due to a bad hand eventually. But it was undefeated through it, 4-0, draw in the top 8. Got second seed. And anyway, all that to say, like, I think you're underestimating how good the deck is, but it's also the build that you choose to play. I think Bell's terrible. I don't think you should play it. And we're only playing 2 Tamatoa 8s, 1 dime. And it's playing more like a DKP list where you're playing the How Far All Goes and the Talas.
Yeah, so I think like Tala is mandatory, right? Like that's the card that stays in all the time. But the problem card that we've come to a conclusion with is that his one is like Scrooge is a problem card. You never have enough room 4 good Vitalosphere targets when you're on the draw. So like what I mean is like it's very hard to set up like good Vitalosphere targets to like efficiently trade, and like a lot of the matchups over here in Florida are like either like people love Amber Steel in Florida. Like they love not songs, but they love aggro. They love. I mean, this deck is like above S tier right now. It's kind of ridiculous. I didn't really get to show it off too well, but I'm sure you can probably play against it. Like when they go Daisy, and the Lady Speed or something. It's like ridiculous. But no, like the game plan. It's like it's hard to win against red purple sometimes if you can't get going. And discard is also a problem because if you can't establish a workshop, like you can even lose quite easily to like Amber Emerald and stuff, which is usually I've never had a problem with Amber Emerald on a red blue because you just draw more than they discard, or with workshops and stuff. But they can get to a point now to where because you don't have Hiram as your alternate source anymore, so it's kind of tough, So I mean,
I
don't
encourage
doubt
you.
Like when I played red blue items at what tournament was it? I played in like a case tournament, 2 case tournament locally, and I ended up getting like top 4 with it, but it's Scrooge whiffs removal more often than probably anything. And I don't like how slow it is into a lot of matchups. Like it's very, very slow. And Kita is like Kita Coil and Sharks are like the absolute pinnacle of like kind of the upper echelon of red blue right now, because you can have an opener like how you had, like where you went like Sapphire Coil into like a slower opener where you went like Sapphire Coil into like removal. That's like really good too. But you also have options with Kita where you don't have to get you don't need like to establish workshops into quills into like all that like takes so much time to build up, and your opponent's like at 18, they're like, cool, your turn, and you're like, well, if I had one more turn or 2 more turns, and that's like the play draw disparity. Like I don't think you really ever lose on the draw or on the play when you're against an aggro matchup, especially if you have the right sculpted hand for it, but you almost never win on draw. And that's kind of, it's hard to justify.
Into the aggro match, I can understand what you're saying. Like, end of the draw, yes, I played a couple of Diggy Hole versions of the deck and I've lost on the draw. But at the same time, I'm like, this version of it is sculpted. And I think part of it's your mulligan choice and your deck building choice. Like, no matter what match you're playing, the correct mulligan decision is Sapphire Coil, Shisu, or Brawl. Period. That's it. Everything else goes back. It doesn't matter. I mean, Polycycle can stay. But everything else goes back. And, again, I played this deck with Bells, and I agree. If you're playing Diggy Hole with Bells in this deck, for some reason it just doesn't win. You can't do it. I've tried very hard.
I don't like. I mean, Bells can help, but you're not playing like Blurple to where you can draw the cards back. Like Red Blue can sometimes struggle with like card advantage, like cards in hand, because you need to like set up the workshop, and then you have to draw from that, and you have to set up. Like you have to have your Tamatoas getting back popsicles and things like that, and then not only that, but like it like when you play a Tamatoa on 5 against like this matchup, your opponent's like, cool, I don't care. But when you play Shark, they're like, fuck, I have to have Zeus. If I don't, then I lose in the spot. Because they get everything back, and they can how far will go for free and continuously ramp. And Kita helps you. Kita with Ward is like Steel is so like everybody around here plays Steel because it's so. I mean, Steel is like one of the best colors in the format right now. But like, with
I play Steel too.
Yeah, that too. Emerald Steel.
But I would take I would take Ruby Sapphire every day over Emerald Steel or Steel Song. And I don't know.
Steel Song's kind of.
Sorry, Diggy Hole.
Yeah.
Apologies.
I don't really like Diggy Hole because it's more like a variant of like just kind of aggro because it implies that you're using like some form of mind, like happy. And that's kind of a it's essentially the same deck, but it takes out it removes a lot of key cards that like so another tool as well is like you have Pete, but also you have this, which can just lock your opponent out, your red opponent out, your ruby opponent out, and
That's great against
Evan-
DKP.
yeah, it's insane against DKP's list, but it's also really good against like if you don't have the removal for Sisu and they're going to shift it on 6, well, or on 5, you play this on 4 with another 1 drop, and you quest out, you go to 13 or 14. If they Sisu, then you go to 19 and you just play a dude and pass, and they have to remove it every turn, and they're already innately behind. And if you're on items, you're already innately behind because you're not on a more forward list like with Kitas and sharks and Medusas and things like that.
Fair
But
enough.
it's to each their own. You know what I mean? Everybody can. That's what's so great about this game is that everybody can play whatever they like. You know, that's the glory of it. But if you've had a lot of success with Red Blue, and you said you're in the Georgia area,
Yeah, so we beat Kendall Burdett, Zan Zayed, world class cards, Jeremy, whatever his last name is. Like,
yeah, Jeremy, yeah.
make no mistake, like this is not a casual meta that we play in. It was a 60. No, I'm sorry, it was a 40-player set champs we played one week, another 40-player event the other, and we top forward both of them. Playing this.
What'd you end up losing to in top 4?
Man, I love it. It's I think he's a 22-year-old guy named Hudson, and he played Emerald Steel, and we lost to him twice. And mind you, this guy, he played a midnight event, went to 6 a.m., showed up the next day at 9 a.m., played another event, beat me in the quarters of that one, or sorry, the semis of that one, and then showed up the next event and beat me in that one too. And I'm just like, dude. And he's playing Emerald Steel discard. And the first version I was playing with Bells, in this version, and Bell is terrible. I believe Bell doesn't belong in this deck anymore. It did at one point.
I agree with you too. You go so negative in cards, and you're like, fuck, what do I do with this thing?
Yeah.
And then they just play around it and kill it anyways. So who cares, right? It doesn't matter. You lose an ink, you lose a card in hand, you know. So it's.
But the last event that we had played, it was the this one was actually the quarterfinals, and his board say he had one card in hand, and a Diablo 1 and an Ursula 2 and a Cove, and I had 6 cards in my hand, including B Prep and Shisu. I had Workshop, I had like everything that I could want. Right? He goes draw for turn. He finds, I guess he had 2 cards in hand because he had Diablo 3, a Storm, and a Beyond the Horizon, which he was able to play all 3 of them. I'm not sure what the
it was BTH. He shifted it and BTH and did.
Yep, and that was game over.
Yeah.
I drew non-item cards. He didn't have to quest because he's saying, right? No, that's what it was. It was strength and Diablo, but he had 7 ink because he'd just been inking and passing it because he didn't have anything else. And it was 1-1 going into that match too. And he's like, "There's no way you lose this game." I'm like, don't say that to me. And he played it.
And he passed you, and was positive. He was plus over you because he had 4 and you had 3.
Right?
Well, you were 4 for turn drawing, but he was paired with you when it was 1 to 6.
Right.
Yeah, I know. BTH is such a stupid card, man. I agree with you. And he won that game, right? Because he just tore your hand apart.
Well, it wasn't even that he tore my hand apart. He just got card value over me. I didn't have evasive, and he had so I played 3 Shisus, 2 B preps. He discarded 2 of my Shisu 8s. I had a Shisu I had a Shisu 3 under my Shisu 8, and then 2 more on the bottom of my deck. So I had 2 brawls as my outs. 2 brawls, a B prep, and 1 more Shisu 8 as my outs.
Wow.
And we didn't find it, and we didn't find Dime or anything else to go along with it. And to be fair, like, he is a very skilled player, and we lost to him, and I feel no ill will towards him. He's a great guy, and I love him because, again, he's a younger guy, and I just respect him for hustling.
True.
And he lost one of our teammates in the semis, and our team ended up winning that final, which is cool. But Emerald Steel discard, I think, is probably the hardest match. Diggy Hole, I don't care much about anymore. And when I say Diggy, I don't mean literal Diggy Hole,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean
like
your deck.
like Amber Steel. Yeah, Amber Steel aggro. Yeah, yeah.
It's just easier to say Diggy than it is to say Amber Steel Aggro. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just call it lady deck. Like it's just lady aggro. You know, like it's just spew out dudes and then play a dock and draw two cards. You know,
Yeah.
into your hand or play a dock. And the other thing too, I when Zan and Jeremy came down to Florida to SSG for
Mhm.
I think it was set 7. I played Zan on stream and we ended up drawing and I was pretty pissed because I didn't get to go first in either of our matches. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I met him and I met Jeremy as well, and it was cool. But he's a very good player. They both are. And Jeremy ended up winning that event. That's when they brought Blue Steel. That stupid Oswald
Mhm.
list with the. I was playing Red Blue Shark list, and
Oswald's a
I
terrible
just
card. We don't like Oswald.
no, yeah, it kind of is, but it kind. I mean, when you have Fortisphere and Haram in the game, it's pretty impressive to deal with. You know, like it was crazy because I was trying to deal with everything. Like I was trying to deal with his Oswalds and his Harams and like I had it because I was playing like a shark list with Sisus and Medusas and stuff like that. But it was like everything. I was like brawl, Sisu, shift Sisu, foil, target. Like I'm like God, and then I have to like remove the big Tamatoa, and then like it's like holy shit, I got to do so much to like get rid of literally everything because Oswald hits a dime and like I just lose the game, or anything like that. And like the first game we played, I ended up just like overwhelming the board, and then I was just like shark, like Pirate's Life, and I just went all the way up to 20, like pretty quick. And in the second game, he like didn't play anything and just like proceeded to like get to 30 ink and like 18 items, and he just played Tamatoa and dimes, 19
Mhm.
items, and just played Tamatoa and dimes. He's like, I have a Tamatoa here. You want to next game? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And then we had 5 minutes left in the match, and I was like, God damn it. Well, I wish I could play you again on play, but
Yeah.
oh well, it is what it is.
Aren't you excited for Eternal?
No, I don't. I played Magic for a long time, and I never really enjoyed any format other than like standard or like whatever the core constructed format is. Whatever block constructed. I don't like the legacy formats. I mean, do you like? Have you ever played any other formats that are legacy Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or any of that? 'Cause
Yeah,
I never really.
I played competitive Magic for many years, and Zan and I toured in the same SCG bracket as well, so we were touring a lot. And yes, I love Modern. Modern is my preferred Magic format. I played Standard
You know
because
this, you know what this card is?
I knew it was a Magic card when I saw it, but no, I have no idea what card it is.
Yeah, it's like an ultra pro mat. It's oh god, it's Virtue of Knowledge.
Yeah, I have a Modern deck. You want to play some Modern? I'll jam some Modern.
No, I'm not playing Modern right now with Matoya and fucking Azorius.
Don't worry. I haven't played Modern in many years, so the Modern deck that I have is very outdated, but it's fun.
No, I don't actually own the only Magic cards that I own. Check this out. The only Magic cards that I own, I'm actually collecting play sets, or not play set, but I'm actually I don't know, I'm kind of insane, but I am a Final Fantasy nerd,
Mm-hmm.
and I fell in love with the artwork and the everything. So I spent a lot of money on Magic, but I'm completing oh look at that Draxa. So foil. I'm completing the whole entire set, 650 cards, bonus sheet included, pre-release and search foil, except for serialized chocobos. Everything pre-release too, like pre-release,
Mm-hmm.
like everything. I'm just started it, so it's kind of lackluster somewhat, but I have a lot of the pre-release cards. I placed the big
Wait,
order, but yeah.
did the serialized chocobos have a pre-release chocobo that was also serialized?
No. They had a so the pre-release cards are from the event, like when if you
Right.
played in the limited. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there is a foil pre-release traveling chocobo, but it's just the normal
Got
version
ya.
of it with
Mhm.
it's just foil with like a pre-release. It's still like $80.
It's just not
So
100,000.
yeah, it's just not $1 million. Yeah, foil Sephiroth here. But yeah, so I'm gonna be collecting the whole foil set of Final Fantasy because I am a crazy like Final Fantasy fanatic, like nerd.
Have
I've
you,
got the Final Fantasy tattoos.
unrelated to Final Fantasy, have you ended up playing the Expedition 33?
Expedition 33.
Yeah, you're a
Is that-
JRPG fan, right?
Yes, but Expedition 33. What is that? I don't know what that is.
So it's I'm not gonna say it's a cheap. It's a $50 Switch game, or not Switch, Xbox or PS5 game, and it is a. It's not a JRPG because it's actually a French-made game, but it is an RPG, and it has just you have to play it. Look it up, Google some videos of it. I promise you, if it's not worth it, you call me back up and say, "Hey Nathan, this game was absolutely trash," and I'll give you one of my Jafars that I won, and you can just have it for free. Because it is, I think, the game of the year for this year, but probably game of the last couple of years, honestly, because it is so
For
good.
real? Oh, is it an older game?
No, like look it up. Just put Expedition 33. It has such a beautiful soundtrack. It's fantasy. It's got comedy. It's so good, and more so like the combat is just phenomenal. It's about a
Oh,
30.
I see it here.
Yeah.
It came out in 20. It came out this year.
Yeah, it did.
5. Yeah.
It's so good, man. If I had 50,
Is it like how's the combat? Is it like CRPG or is it like
it's turn-based RPG with quick
action?
time events within it. The Q2E
Okay.
happens on your blocking phase, so you can either parry or you can dodge, right?
Oh, okay. So your choice. Okay.
Well, no, that's wrong. There is
Oh.
Q2E in your attacks. So if you use like a spell, like if you were playing Final Fantasy, if you're using one of the abilities and not a basic attack, there's a QTE that triggers that can basically continue the combo or make it stop. And they're like those are very simple, but the parry and dodge mechanics are fun because every character has unique, timing, and so you can play it enough and learn the moves and the patterns. Very rewarding. It's man, I love it. You should please play it.
I might check it out. Yeah, that sounds pretty dope. I'm currently playing through like the Pixel remaster of I played through 1. I'm on 2 right now. And then I'm gonna go through 3 and 4 and 5 and everything pretty much.
Yeah. Well, and the story behind this game too is that there were ex Ubisoft devs that got bored working for Ubisoft and ended up developing their own studio to build this game. And a lot of the reviews, and I agree with this. Like I played Final Fantasy, I like it. Final Fantasy VII, anyways, and I like it. And the common comment is, this is the Final Fantasy remake that all of us wanted, but that Square Enix was too afraid to make.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, again, if I had $50 to give to every single person on this planet to go buy it and play this game, I would give it to them because it's just that good.
Should I? Is it? I saw Steam, but should I?
Yeah,
I play it on PC or should I play it on my PlayStation?
It depends on what's better graphics and what you prefer to play on. But if you have Game Pass, it's free.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't have an Xbox, so I don't have Game Pass, but
Yeah, I played on my PS5 and I loved it because our TV is bigger than our computer, so I was like, I want to play this on that, and it is just so good. And, again, it depends on what you like. Even people that don't like RPGs, though, I still recommend it to them because I'm like, look, just try it. You'll be pleasantly surprised by the narrative, by the music. They found the music director on what is it called? Not Spotify, SoundCloud or whatever it's called. Just some random streaming platform. They found this guitarist and they had him do the soundtrack, and it is just phenomenal. So, again, if I can encourage you to do anything, it would be to play this game and to do
not
it.
to play Red Blue Items.
No, Red Blue Items. Well, again, I love Red Blue Items. I would tell you right now, burn the deck, play the game. It's better than playing a game of Lorcana. I promise you. You'll get more enjoyment.
No, I agree with you. Like a lot of our teams, like motivation has been kind of low lately because rotation's coming. Some people are kind of like, I mean, people have been. I mean, I mean, you're in Atlanta. I'm in Florida. We're like in the two hotbeds, and when people are in hotbeds and they're getting like bored of the game because it's like feeling stagnant and like the same stuff. Even with the exciting news of like rotation and everything, it's kind of, I don't know. I might be switching maybe to Riftbound. And you don't know who John Williams is?
I really don't.
You know? Yeah, he's based out of Daytona. I'm not in Daytona, but we play against each other a lot on.
Here, what's your Discord? If you're part of the team, there might be a chance. So we reached out to Vonderland, and we're gonna be the part of the ICL for the next season. But I'm sure our team would love to meet up with yours and just get some testing in and hang out and do some streaming, some content for the standard stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing is that our team is competitively is me and two other people.
Okay.
We have 20 people. We have 20 people, but we should have split them up into like a competitive and a casual like format because they want to be competitive, but like they can't because they just don't want to dedicate time. I'm like the only one on our team that still actively tries to continue to play test and play, and even myself, I've been kind of like, I don't know, like we're kind of been like second footing to like a lot of stuff. Like usually I'm always in set champs and like I mean like I told you I've been really busy, but even with being busy, like I still managed to make like 2 or maybe 3, and like the only one that I'm gonna be able to make is one of my somewhat pseudo close locals about 45 minutes away on Sunday. And that's the only one I'm gonna go to. So if I don't get a mat, I'm gonna be like, man, I don't even know why I came. Because whenever I go, I end up getting a mat. So
yeah, no, I got you.
But I was actually thinking about playing Red Blue this weekend. It wouldn't be items. It would be the more like Kita list.
Now, like what you're showing me is items. It just happens to have Kita.
Yeah, well, there's only 10 items. It's got like Mount Dragon and stuff, and Medusas, Sisus.
If you, like I said, you don't have to, but if you want to add me on Discord, then I can send you the list that I played to a couple set champs that it wasn't just me. A couple of our teammates ended up playing, and those that play.
Are you on 2 B prep and 3 big CC?
3. That's a great question. Let me actually pull up. Yeah, I believe it is 2 and 3, but I can be wrong. Oh, well, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing on Dreamborn.
None of these.
I'm not looking at the screen right now. I'm looking at Dreamborn. I'm
Greatstone Dragon.
No, we cut it. We were playing Greatstone, but it ended up being a flex spot that wasn't needed.
Even with this card, I think this card's like kind of pseudo crazy. Like in the mirror matchup, you can get to ink levels where you're.
So like one of the things I have to stress is
Especially Glurples.
I was with you 110%. And then I ended up losing I didn't even top 8 this particular set champs. And one of our teammates did, and he's playing Red Blue items. And I said, hey man, what's the sauce? What are you doing differently than I'm doing? And he's like, I'm not playing Bell, I'm not playing Greatstone. I'm playing this almost as though it's a control deck with a combo finish. And because of that, these are the cards that I've chosen to play. And this is how you play the deck compared to, because I played it more combo centric. I'm like, okay, hey, we're gonna get items in play. We're gonna ramp as quickly as we can. Shisu to answer the threats. Big Shisu to board wipe. Period. The end. And it did great, like in other events. But when you end up playing against some of the best players, I would argue, in the game, you know, playing a combo deck isn't gonna win you anything fancy. So, in light of that, I changed it, and it's worked great ever since. The only game I have lost since I changed the deck was to Emerald Steel discard, and that's because I drew. Well, he drew great, and I drew relatively mid, and I didn't respect Beyond the Horizons. I played very flippantly, thinking that the game was in my control, and I lost, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. See, I really like. I have a lot of people in my. I kind of permanently have this in because there's so many people that not only are they on this, but they play this card. they play Ember Emerald, or they play Emerald Steel, or they play Green Purple Discard. And this card has been, I mean, you just establish it because the game's very slow against this card, and then they just go real fuck. And you just rip your top decks, and you're able to play like everything. Like you can like even effectively coil a game even when you only have one card in hand. You get coil triggers, and you can, you know, big Sisu everything, including like Iago, and including like, you know, bigger stuff. For example, I did play against one Emerald Steel discard player who was playing 2 copies of when I was playing items at this tournament. We ended up going to time. We drew, and he was playing 2 copies of Maui 8, Maui 6, the 4/4 dual Emerald Steel Maui, and he was banishing all my items. Like I can't have that thing live because it quests for 3, but then I'm like Sapphire Quill, Workshop, Quill, Popsicle, like all the dumpster, and we're both at 3 lore. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't fucking win. And then I play a Tamatoa, and they Bruno the Tamatoa, right? Or like a big Tamatoa 8, or anything like that. They just Bruno it. And I'm like, wow, fantastic.
Right.
And then I prep the board, and they Bruno again, and they Bruno again, and then they discard my hand, and I'm like, okay. And then we're both top decking with 1 card in our hands per turn.
Well, I think that there is a thought to be had against the person that techs to beat your deck specifically is going to beat your deck. Like they built theirs to beat yours, and I don't think that that is an inherent reflection of that matchup. I think
No.
Right.
I just think it's interesting because like that 6 cost Maui is like, it's not just destroy all items, like they can destroy all locations, or they can do 2 to the whole board. Can be somewhat relevant, but I think the card is kind of mid at best. So I don't think Emerald Steel is really going to use it, but we'll see after rotation, see if it goes in Emerald Steel. I mean, everything hinges on the reprint list, right? See what they keep in and see what they remove. And this is the other thing too. I was telling my team, well, not my team, but people who we play with, like these cards right here. Everybody wants these cards removed from the format, right? Cindy and Storm. But if you take out one of these cards, like if you keep, well, Storm is kind of more of a problem, but like if you take out Storm and leave Cindy, or Strength as well, like Storm and Strength go bye-bye. Is Cindy really like that crazy of a card on turn 1?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah. No, I
Probably
agree.
not. Like if they have other Amber or other costing cards like that are 3 cost or less. Like if Cindy, remember like Yellow Purple at Hyper Aggro used to run Cindy, and they would run Friends, and they would like turn 2 they'd sing Friends with Cindy and like fill their hand, and they'd dump a bunch of, you know, like Pinocchio and whatever on the board. They're like, damn, that's crazy, you know, sing Friends. Like that's not, it's like Cindy singing Friends is not like a very impactful play. Cindy singing Storm and killing something, drawing a card, is very, very, like it's pseudo gates, like somewhat gates of format. And the same thing with Medusa too. Like Medusa's not getting reprinted because it gates a format, you know. So these cards, I see people in the Disney Lorcana Facebook group, and they're like, these cards are gonna stay in. I'm like, you're crazy. These cards are not staying in. Or like this card, you know, like Smee. They've already reprinted Smee in Nathaniel Flynn.
Yeah. No, I've tested the standard format. One of my friends is playing Pirates, and he's like, Nathaniel Flynn is a card he can play. And I tested it. I'm like, no, Nathaniel Flynn is actively bad unless your opponent doesn't respect it and chooses to quest into it.
Exactly, it's terrible, and Smee is infinitely better on every front. You can just play this card on turn 2, and it's a 3/3 that quests for 2. And taking a damage sometimes is probably beneficial because you can just heal it with Rapunzel. You know, so.
No, I hear you.
It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's different. But yeah, the coil opener, especially when they shift this, and you go coil trigger to 3 ink and then brawl this, it's usually a game over, even if they're on the play.
Hmm.
But you don't ever want that on the play when you play this deck. You want Daisy times 4. You know?
That correct me. One of my
Daisy times
teammates
4.
was testing standard against. I was playing Blurple. He's playing Amber Steel, aggro, and he goes Daisy, 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 pass, and I'm like, what do you want me to do here?
Yeah,
I'm
game's
like,
over.
good
Game's
game.
over.
You've done the thing. And then game 2, he mulligans. He's like, should I keep 3 daisies? I'm like, of course you should keep 3 daisies.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like,
just
wait,
win the game. You blow your opponent out. They cannot win.
right? I'm like,
Like-
that's so much lore.
The only time that you can, the only thing that combats that, and it doesn't even combat it, it just does it the best, and it's in the worst way, is if you have like, if you're playing Blurple and you have Popsicle Bell in turn 1, and turn 2 you have Sail into Popsicle Bell. You know
Well,
what I
here's
mean?
the
And
issue
then
with
turn
that
4 is
though.
Like, and then
It-
turn 4 is like Scrooge, the 5/5 Scrooge. Or turn 3 is Scrooge, you know, like the 5/5, and you can kill all of their stuff.
Right, but standard doesn't have access to that.
Oh, you mean like when it rotates? Like,
Right.
When it rotates.
If you can
Yeah,
open
yeah,
up Triple
that's-
Daisy, you just win that game. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. You've won. Good job.
Well, you can still do like 1-cost item into Bell, and then turn 2 you can still sail, ink, and play an item, and then play a Bell. But the problem is you're gonna have 1 card in your hand. You know what I mean? Because Popsicle keeps refilling your hand with itself, you know. So you
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm curious to see what Tamatoa 6's, the Happy Toa's price after like this card. I'm curious to see what this card's price is after rotation.
Well, depends
You know,
on the
depending
support.
on reprints.
Yeah, it depends on the reprints, but also depends on support that Eternal gets, right? If Eternal gets a lot of support, it doesn't get a reprint, but Popsicle does, or some other equivocal, functional reprint exists, then I think Tamatoa will continue to rise in price. I think it'd probably go to about a $60 card before it's done.
Oh yeah, for sure. I hope that they make. I want Red Blue items to be like. I want Red Blue items to be more like. I want to utilize the Shift Bell, and I want to utilize like wardrobe and things like that. But they're so bad because there's no good. Like imagine if they created an item that was a like 3-cost inkable item that did nothing, but instead if you discard or banish this item, you can play it for free.
Play what for free? The item that you banished or discarded?
Yeah, like imagine if this was like if this strength was just a 3-cost inkable item and it did nothing. The text was nothing, except for it's an item and it says if this item is banished or discarded, you can play it for free. Like that would be such a crazy. Maybe not banish. Maybe like you can pay 1 and banish it, play it for free or something. I don't know. But just being able to like, if you discard it, you can play it for free. Because then the wardrobe would be very good because you could wardrobe and discard it, draw 2 cards, and you can play it for free. And then you could banish it with Bell, and you can play Bell for free. You know what I mean? Like you get all these like combo pieces that work together, but there's nothing that allows you to use like a discard item effect to play for free, or and that's all I'm asking. Is that if they make like an item? Yeah, buddy, you could. But you could like, is that sound in the background? But you could like, maybe you could play this item from your discard for like, maybe you could pay 5 and you could play it from your discard or something. You know what I mean? Just something to do late game that's interactable, or like if this item gets put from your graveyard to the bottom of your library, you can play it for free, or you can put it back to your hand, or you know what I mean? Like some interaction between like your hand and the discard pile, like playing for free or being able to utilize like that, because there's so many like effects for Red Blue that say like banish this item or discard an item, or when you play an item, or this, that, and the other. Like you could have, items that you can play from your discard, or if you discard them, you can like play them for free or something. That's all I'm asking for them to do. Because then it would be really cool, because then you could like wardrobe, play for free, draw 2 cards, and then you could banish it with Bell, like I said, or you could even have it down here, and then you could shift the big Bell and quest, and then put it on the bottom.
I don't feel like what you're asking for is unfair. At 3 cost Inkable, I think that's a fine card, because like how else are you discarding it?
Yeah,
Unless you're
it doesn't say like discard this item. It's just a 3 cost item. It just says when you discard this card, play it for free.
I take that back. Like if you're thinking about Sapphire Steel items in Eternal, like Simba or Mulan being able to pitch it, play an item for
Oh
free.
yeah.
Like no, I would take that back. It gets kind of stupid
that
quickly.
Would be kinda, okay, yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe. All right.
I was like, there are
Maybe
some
if
combos.
Maybe if you discard it, you can pay 1 to play it for free. Or not play for free, but if you discard it, you can pay 1, and you can play it. And it's just a do nothing item. Maybe just 1. So you can't like turn 1, play Simba, draw, discard, play for free, sack it, play a Bell.
You remember Ornithopter,
Yeah,
right?
that would be kind of. Yeah, it'd be like Ornithopter. Yeah, it'd be like broken, like Ornithopter kind of, but not like.
0 cost, 0/2. It can't deal any damage, but it's totally harmless. Don't worry about the free
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, evasive. Let me just pump it the fuck up with other things and spells. Yeah, and then I can just hit your face. It's flying like an old Birds of Paradise or something.
Oh man. All right. Well, hey, GG's. Good games. It's good chatting too. I hope you do well in your set champs.
Yeah. Hopefully I do well this weekend. If not, I mean, I'm between either this or this. So I'll
There
have to
you
make a decision soon. I don't know.
All right.
All right, man. Well, GG's. Have a good night, and it was good chatting with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care, man. Bye.
Yep.
All right, chat. Well, I wasn't intending for this to be a one-game done situation. But we find ourselves here at the end of the night, having played exactly 1 game. It getting super late in the evening. We've had ice cream, we've had drinks, but I think it's time for us to hit the hay. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you guys were able to enjoy a little bit of that content. The 1 game we did play in an unfavored match, we did end up winning. Great time, great guy, lots of fun, good conversation.